Russia and China have been named in a report as being among the worst countries in the world for taking away people's freedoms. The annual Freedom in the World report ranks nations according to civil liberties and political rights, with each country placed in one of three categories: free, partly free and not free. Some 88 countries, including Britain and America, were seen as being free, while 49, including the likes of Thailand, Egypt, and Turkey, were deemed to be not free. Each nation is given a score out of 100, with the worst, -1/100th, recorded by war-torn Syria under the brutal dictatorship of Bashar al-Assad. South Sudan, Eritrea, North Korea and Turkmenistan made up the rest of the bottom 5. Bahrain, Saudi Arabia and Cuba were also among tightly controlled nations in this category. Russia was 27th from bottom with a score of 20. The number of people living under not free conditions stood at nearly 2.7 billion people. But more than half of this number lives in just one country, China, which was named 19th from bottom on the list after recording a score of 14. At the other end of the spectrum, Scandinavian countries, Finland, Norway and Sweden topped the list of free nations with scores of 100, followed in the top 10 by Canada, Netherlands, Australia, Luxembourg, New Zealand, Uruguay, and Denmark. Britain was named 27th with a score of 94, above France but below Spain and Germany. America was 53rd, just above Greece and Mongolia, but below the likes of Italy and Costa Rica. The nonpartisan organization Freedom House said of its findings, democracy faced its most serious crisis in decades in 2017 as its basic tenets, including guarantees of free and fair elections, the rights of minorities, freedom of the press, and the rule of law, came under attack around the world. "71 countries suffered net declines in political rights and civil liberties, with only 35 registering gains. This marked the 12th consecutive year of decline in global freedom. The United States retreated from its traditional role as both a champion and an exemplar of democracy amid an accelerating decline in American political rights and civil liberties. The report said that over the period since the 12-year global slide began in 2006, 113 countries have seen a net decline, and only 62 have experienced a net improvement. The number of countries designated as free stands at 88, representing more than 2.9 billion people or 39% of the global population. The number of free countries increased by 1 from the previous year's report, it said. The number of countries qualifying as partly free stands at 58, or 30% of all countries assessed, and they were home to nearly 1.8 billion people, or 24% of the world's total.